principles related. Inheritance is a concept completed, guys. So we have a single level inheritance, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, and hybrid inheritance. These all we completed. So one more principle, polymorphism there. Okay, OOPS related, a second important principle, polymorphism. So using polymorphism, what can do? Okay, how many types of variations there in the polymorphism we will discuss. So simply here the word polymorphism means having many forms. Polymorphism means having many forms. Okay, so means the different variations, many forms, nothing but different variations. So sometimes asking us, is Python supporting polymorphism concept or not? Yes, Python supporting polymorphism also. OOPS principles, one of the principle polymorphism, Python also supporting. Okay, so next, first of all, what is a polymorphism? If one entity shows more than one behavior, one entity shows more than one behavior, then it is called as polymorphism. So here entity nothing but it may be function, or it may be an operator, or it may be a method, like that. So we have so many functions in Python, for example, len function, count function, like different functions there. So if one entity is nothing but function or method or operator or something. If one thing shows more than one behavior, it is called as polymorphism. For example, I have one method or one function. The function, depending on the inputs, performs like differently, executing like differently based on the inputs. That is called as polymorphism. Polymorphism. Okay. So polymorphism is an important feature of the class definition in Python, and that is utilized when you have a commonly named methods. When we want commonly named methods across the classes or subclasses, then we can use this polymorphism concept. Sometimes in parent class, in child class, same names we require to use, guys. But implementation differently there. In parent class, same method with a different implementation. In the child class, same method with a different implementation. Okay, so in that situation, we are going to use this polymorphism concept. So this polymorphism concept can be carried out through the inheritance. Along with inheritance, this is we are using as with the subclasses, making use of base class methods or overriding them. So this is a parent class, this is a child class, guys. So parent class related methods we can use inside the child class if we require, or else a parent class methods we can extending as per the child class requirement in the child class, nothing but overriding. So like that, depending on the situations, we can use. So finally, here in this polymorphism concept, inheritance with polymorphism together, we are going to developing. Are you clear so far? This theory. Okay. So now types of polymorphism, guys. We have two types of polymorphisms. We have two types of polymorphism. One is overloading concept. Overloading. One is overriding. So two types of polymorphism. Some people considering like static polymorphism, runtime polymorphism. One is what, guys? Static, static, static polymorphism. Second one is runtime polymorphism. Okay, runtime polymorphism. Under the static type polymorphism, this overloading concept, and under the runtime polymorphism, this overriding. Overloading is belongs to static polymorphism. Overriding belongs to runtime polymorphism. Are you clear? Two types of polymorphisms: static polymorphism, runtime polymorphism, like you can say it, or else overloading, overriding, like you can say it. No problem. So if you are telling this one, okay, no problem. Static and runtime polymorphism. So static means overloading concept, runtime means overriding concept. Okay. So one by one, we'll discuss, guys. What is static, what is the runtime, like all. And when coming to the overloading, again types there, guys. And coming to the overloading, again types there. Method overloading. Okay, when coming to the overriding, method overriding, like we are calling. In OOPS concept, inside the classes, generally we are creating methods. So here our main agenda is method overloading, method overriding. What is method overloading? What is method overriding? We'll discuss wait sometime. And here operator overloading is there. And I mean, we can also discuss like this. Operator overloading means what? Function overloading means what? Like that. Okay, actually these topics not belongs to OOPS concept, but we are discussing about the overloading. So what is operator overloading? What is the function overloading? What is method overloading? And overriding related, what is the method overriding? Like we will discuss. All of you clear, guys? So far. So now coming to the overloading, first of all, coming to the overloading. So the process of creating two or more methods with the same name with different parameters inside a same class is called as method overloading. If I'm discussing related to function, guys, if I'm discussing related to operator, the term we are changing. Okay, na? Okay, first I'll discuss these two things and later I'll come back to the method overloading, method overriding, guys. First, moving to the operator overloading. Okay, na? Operator overloading related, we'll discuss. So overloading is nothing but same functionality performs different behaviors. If it is a function, same function performs different behavior. If it is operator, same operator performs different behavior. Same method performs different behavior based on the inputs called as overloading. So when coming to the operator, if one operator shows more than one behavior is called as operator overloading. For example, one operator if shows more than one behavior, simply if one operator shows if shows more than one behavior is called as operator overloading concept is operator overloading. Okay, so now about this some examples we'll discuss, guys. For example plus symbol and into symbol like that. So starting this in Python we discussed, guys, about them we discussed. So now here the Python console you can open, Python console, or else the Python ideally can open, guys. Python ideally also can open. So now here check it, 10 is one operator, 10 is one value, operand we are calling, 20 is one value, plus is operator. So both are numbers here, integer numbers, then finally returns integer number. And if both are float values, then it returns a float type. One is integer, one is a float. So finally higher memory type, float type, number type only returning. So finally here, if two numbers we are using with plus operator, then finally number type result only we are getting. Into float all are numbers only. Okay. So and if two strings there, guys, string format numbers I'm using here. If both inputs are two strings, then plus operator is acting like a concatenation operator, side by side merging. It looks like 1020. So if two numbers, then arithmetic operator behavior performing. If both inputs are strings, then acting like a concatenation operator. And if one is a number, one is a string, then arithmetic or concatenation getting confusions. Okay, so that's why type error returns. Because of two different types, type error returns. Unsupported operand types for plus, one is into, one is str. Are you clear? So same plus operator based on the given inputs, differently performing. Here acting like a concatenation operator, here acting like a arithmetic operator, and here returns a type error. So this is nothing but operator overloading. One operator shows more than one behavior called as operator overloading. And next here the into 3, 10 into 3, number into number multiplication performing 10 into 3, guys. Okay, 30 result getting. So if it is a string, then it is acting like a repetition operator. So repetition, that's why you're going to get 10, 10, 10 repeatedly printing. Okay, so if it is a number, then multiplication, arithmetic operator like multiplication behavior performing. And if it is a string, then acting like a repetition behavior. So one operator performs multiple behaviors. That is called operator overloading. All of you clear so far, everyone? Now coming to the function overloading, guys. Coming to the function overloading. Uh, when coming to the functions, again, built-in functions there, user-defined functions there, guys. So built-in functions related, here only we can do it, practice, here only. For example, you can take it the sum. Sum is a function, guys. Sum is a function, a built-in function. So here, if I'm using all the number type values, this is what type of object we are calling? Homogeneous list object. Homogeneous, it means all the number types, same type of values. Heterogeneous means different types, numbers, strings, lists, tuples, all together there. Homogeneous means all the number types, same type of values. So if it is a homogeneous list, all these values related to sum, finding, and returning. So out of these values, if any one value string format if there, if any one value string format if there, so first 10, guys, 10 plus 20, 30. 30 is a number. Number plus a string. Both are different types, number and string. What is output you are expecting here? What is output you are expecting here? Type error. Both are different types. That's why type error you are getting. Type error you are getting. Unsupported operand types. So same function I am using. If all are numbers, giving arithmetic result, and if any one input string format is there, then it returns type error. Returns a type error, guys. Okay, now? And next here, you can take it len function. Len function. So len of this is a string. How many values are there here? 6 values there. Returns string length 6. And now here same input. If I'm using here, sorry, if I'm using here the list format. So list format I'm using. Okay. Then what it returns? Length. Now length is 1 only. Same input, but in the form of list I given. In the form of list. So 1 return. And only if it is a string, every character is counting, that's why 6 coming. Okay, one function only performs different. This is object, string object. This is the list object. Now I am going to use len function with 10. What is output now here? What is output? Length of 10 is what? Length of 10. What you are expecting? Length of 10. Give reply. So for this, what output you are expecting? So this is the integer object, normal value. So iterable objects related length defining by this len function, not for normal values. Int is normal values, not iterable object. Then it is returns the type error. Type error. Object of type int has no len function. So generally, length function is going to return given object length like we are discussing. Starting onwards, we discuss like that. So now here the string object I given, okay, length return. List object I given, length return. Int object I given, error throws, error returned. Okay, means the same function depending on the inputs differently performing. Differently performing. This is called function overloading. Function overloading. Same function performs different behavior based on the given inputs. Predefined functions related I discussed here. For example, count method working with the string differently, working with the list and tuple differently working. Count method with the string differently, with the list differently working. If you want, you can check it. Okay. Yes. So now user defined functions related we will discuss, guys. Okay, I'll open our previous program. One more I'll create. One more. So right click on the new, click on the Python file, give the name. Polymorphism program .py. Okay, now here I want to create one function, guys. So with name display function, with the name display function, and next here just one input I'm using, and I want to print value of value of a is same function. Again, one more time I'm going to create with the same name, same name. Now here x comma y to there, x comma y. Now here print print so value of x is value of x is x, and value of y is y. Just like I'm printing, okay, value of x, value of y, or else the sum of x and y, like we can write it here. The sum of x and y I'm going to display. So, okay, here are two variables related. Printing statement only given, and next def one more display same function name, and here employee number, employee name, employee number, employee name I'm using two inputs. Okay, so next and age also, guys, three if we can take it, age also three parameters. So now here value of employee number is value of employee name is a name, and value of employee is age related. Okay, so three functions I created. Overloading, function overloading means same function name more than one time with different parameters. If we are creating, that is called overloading. This is a function, that's why I call as function overloading. If it is a method, means inside the same class, inside one class, same method name more than one time with different parameters, if we are creating, called as method overloading. All of you clear definition, everyone? So we are discussing here the first function overloading related, mainly function overloading. So this is an important question, guys. Is Python supporting overloading or not? Asking. Very, very important question. Is Python supporting overloading or not? So your answer not yes, not no. Partially supporting, like you have to tell. Or else you can say it like yes, also no problem. But if you are saying like yes, sometimes interview people giving different inputs, and that is not working. If you are saying like a no and other inputs giving, that is working. That's why you can say it partially working, when not working, you have to understand that. Okay, so functions out executing whenever we are calling executing. I want to call this display function with two inputs. What is output you are expecting? So now you can see, guys, what is output you are expecting, guys, if I'm calling a function display with 10 and 20 assumption. So okay, I'm not calling like this, simply assumption, guys. So here the display function I'm calling with the 10 and 20 value, with the 10 and 20 value. So which one you are getting output? Function 1, function 2, function 3. 1, 2, 3. Which one getting? Which one executing? 1 or 2 or 3? 3 executing up. So I'm going to call display of 10 and 20. Is it output returns? Output returns? Output is returning. For this, 3 inputs required. I given 2 inputs. This is matching, like I'm thinking. Okay, here some people given correct, some people second one executing like that. Okay, check it, guys. So here, first of all, forget about this method function calling. And this is one function, display with one parameter, display with 2 parameters, display with 3 parameters. This is my memory area. First, function with 1 parameter creating referencing to display name, okay, with 1 parameter. Next, function with 2 parameters creating, okay, function with 2 parameters. So same name only, display name. It means this is replacing with this one. Okay, now in memory this is only there. Next, function with the 3 parameters, name and age, number. So with the same name there, same name means this is unreferenced and referencing here. So finally using display we are able to identify this memory only. Starting days onwards, demo days onwards, multiple times I explained like this. If I'm giving a equal to 10, again a equal to 20, if I'm printing a, always latest variable reference only you are going to get replacing. Same like here, display is also a user defined name, that latest one only available in memory. It means these two are not executing, not available in memory. So I given two inputs. I given two inputs. So some people by seeing this E number, this E name, okay, this related executing like understanding. Because of this IDE, we got it like this hint messages. But normal ideally, if we are using these names also not displaying here, just 10 comma 20 like that. So 10 comma 20 means here x comma y is there. So 10 value to this x, 20 value to this y sending. That's why this is executing like that thinking. But first of all, in memory, display function with the 3 parameters related existed. This is not there. So that's why your values are sending to where, yeah, to this employee number 10 value, this 20 value to this e name sending, and one more parameter waiting for value. Then what is output we are getting? Functions related rules we discussed. How many parameters are there? Same number of values we have to send. Same number of arguments. 3 parameters, 2 values I sent. That's why type error you are going to get it. Type error you are going to get it. Missing one parameter. Got it? Check it here. So type error, display function missing one required positional argument age. This is error you are getting because of here missing value. Okay. So now here identify the answer, guys. In other languages like Java, guys, if we are just calling with the 2 parameters, this is executing. If we are sending 3 parameters, name, age, and number, this is executing. Without any parameters, if we are calling, okay, one parameter. With one parameter, if we are calling, this one executing. Hence, so which function syntax related inputs we are sending, that particular function going to execute in Java. That is a polymorphism completely supporting, fully supporting 100%. Why means in Java, before every variable data type they are using int a, float b, okay, string name like that. Static data types before the variable name, variable representation there, what type of input required for that variable. But Python follows dynamic memory allocation. So before the variable name, no need of data type. Based on the value at runtime, Python deciding memory and creating. That's why called as a dynamically typed programming language because of this dynamic memory allocation at runtime. Got it? So now here, if I'm sending like only two guys, if I'm sending only two inputs here, so here expected three, but given only two, that's why type error we got it. If you are saying like in Python polymorphism is not supporting, then here the three values if we are sending, this is working. So same function multiple times I given with the different parameters, so now successfully worked like that interview person asking. Then students getting confusion. Check it here. I'm going to send three values. So now number is 10, name is 20, age is 30. But output coming meaninglessly coming. Meaningless. See, number, name, age. Understanding? So three parameters matching. Always bottom one existing in the memory. That's why this bottom one function related syntax, if we are following while calling, then executing. Okay, if you are saying yes, Python polymorphism supporting like that, here the three inputs if you are sending, So this function, if available in bottom, then not supporting. That's why we can say it partially supporting. Same function with the different parameters we can create in Python, but everyone overloading. Finally, only one is available, bottom one, latest one only available in a memory allocation. Whenever we are calling this latest memory related inputs, if we are sending, then properly working, otherwise not working. This is the concept here. So far is clear, everyone? How this one working successfully? But I didn't given proper name and proper age values and all. First working or not, that is my intention. Now, I want work with the polymorphism completely in Python, guys. I want to work with the polymorphism completely. It means all three functions I want to execute. If I'm sending one value, this is I want to execute. If I'm sending two values, this is I want to execute. If I'm sending three values, this is I want to execute. But by default, only latest one available in memory. But all I want to make it in available in memory. I want to make it available in memory all. So how to do? By default, not supporting. We have to do externally. We have to do externally. For that, we have to install one third-party module, guys. So Python, why having more demanding means Python providing hundreds of modules or packages. Some are coming along with the Python software. Some are available in internet. So internet modules, how we are downloading and installing, guys? Let me know. Internet module, third-party modules, how we are downloading and installing? By using pip, very good. Using pip command. Pip stands for Python installer package. Okay, very good. Now here, multiple dispatch module in Python I'm typing. So this is a module, guys. This is a module, multiple dispatch module. So we have to install this module if we want to work with the polymorphism completely. Pip install multiple dispatch module. PYPI, this is a PYPI, Python package index related website, guys. This one, Python package index, where all Python related modules will be available. Python package index, PYPI. Okay. So now here, simply you can click here, copy this command and open the command prompt. Open the command prompt and execute here. Pip install multiple dispatch module. So if it is already available, requirement satisfied already like coming in my system already available. I means for your senior sessions, I explained that. So in your system not available, first time you are installing, then collecting, downloading, installing, everything done. Got it? So multiple dispatch module, you have to use this one. This module, install it, guys. After installing, from this multiple dispatch module, we have to import one dispatch decorator. So this one we are importing, guys. Dispatch decorator we are calling. So in this multiple dispatch module, from module name, import property name. This is one property called dispatch. It is like one decorator. Decorator is nothing but on top of the function using @ symbol. If we are using anything, that is called decorator. So okay, this same I'm going to copy, same copy, and now here paste it. So now three functions there, guys. Three functions there. So on top of a function name using dispatch, on top of our current function name by using @ followed by something name if we are using, that is called decorator function. This is a normal function. This is called decorator function. Okay. So can you write one decorator function syntax? Then you are going to defining like this, guys. Okay, now here inside this decorator signature you have to pass. So for this A, what type of input you want to allow? Integer type or float type or else a boolean type or else any string type or something you can define here. Data type. Simply int I'm writing. Every data type related there, guys, into float, bool, like that there. Okay. So int, whenever I'm calling this display method with one value, that one value should be integer value. Then this signature is matching. Then it is taking that value and executing this one. Okay. So next, at the rate dispatch of int comma float I'm using. For example, as per my requirement, guys, int comma float. So first value must be int, second value must be float. Then only this signature is matching. This function going to executing. If I'm giving both are integers, so int matching here not matching, then error throwing. Error throwing. Got it? So one float value, one int value I'm giving. First float, next int. So float is not matching here. Order also we have to follow, guys. Order also we have to follow. Got it? And next here, I mean at the rate symbol. Dispatch of for employee number int I want. For employee name str string I want. For age again int I want, guys. So into string into format, if I'm sending inputs while calling display, this third one going to executing. Okay. So now all three are available in the memory location. All three are available. Now here check it. Display, just wait, guys. Yes, display of I'm going to give 10. So if I'm giving 10, then executing, okay, executing this one, guys. So you can get, check it here. Value of A is 10. First one executing. If I'm not using dispatch decorator, always bottom one only executing. If one value sending, that is passing to this E number, two values missing, that's why type error we are expecting. But now properly working. Top one executing. Okay, next coming to here, display of, so one is the number, one is int and which signature? Float signature. Second one is 30.50. So float I given, guys, float related. Okay, so this one I'm commenting. So now dispatch of types. Okay, now check it here. The value of x is 20, value of y is 30.5. 30.5. So this signature is working. This signature. Even though it looks like E number, E name like that, but working. Which one? This one. This one is working. Okay, now? And I'm going to commenting this three values: employee number and next employee name, string value Srini and 30. This is again int. Okay. So now number name is related executing. So now you're getting number is 20, name is Srini, age is 30. Okay. So all at a time, if you want, you can also call. For example, after printing this one gap line I'm using, and again here one more print line. Now check it all executing. See here, first function, second function, third function. Is this clear, everyone? Let me know. Working with the dispatch decorator. Polymorphism concept, simply overloading concept, we can achieve completely using this dispatch decorator. So when we are working with the method overloading also, inside the class methods we are creating, on top of the method, same signature we are using. Method overloading, this is only inside the class we are creating this entire structure, that's it. For method overloading, no need to discussing much more separately. Okay, here one problem is there, guys. Ambiguity problem is there. How to reduce that? I will let you know. So if you are understanding that, that's it. Okay, two function only I'm using. So here value of b is value of b is b. Value of b is b, like I'm using. So here int comma object I'm using, and next here object comma int I'm using. Int I'm using. Okay, check it, guys. Whenever I'm calling display method, whenever I'm calling display method, with the 10 comma 20. 10 comma 20. Which one executing? Which one executing? So every data type is an object only in Python. Int is also a object, float is also a object. So now here this one, this value considering like a object and this value considering like a int, no problem. And the same like here also, first value like a int considering, second value like a int object format considering. Both the syntaxes are matching. Both the syntaxes are matching. Then bottom one or above one, you have to understanding. Okay, here the one more parameter we can use b. B guys. Okay, now. So now execute. So here ambiguity problem you're getting. By seeing these norms, don't consider bottom one executing here x, y, there like that. So signature, the dispatch signature if you are using. So if signature matching top to bottom, every signature checking. Signature if matching, then that is going to executing. Without this dispatch decorator is there, always bottom one executing. Okay, now remember. So here every data type is an object. Int is a object. Okay, na? So here the directly to this int value sending. This is like a object, int object. So the signature matching. The signature is matching as using these two values. And the same like this signature also matching. This is a int object format. This is the int format. Both the signatures matching. So which one executing getting confusing? That is called ambiguity problem. Ambiguity. See here the ambiguity exists in dispatched function display. In this display, dispatched function display ambiguity means naming collisions, which one executing like that. So because of this signature, one is int, one is object, again object int. If this signature giving ambiguity problem raging because of this behavior. So if we want to overcome this problem, so you have to define like this, both the int related or both objects related, like we have to define it. We have to define it like that. Okay. So now in this program, ambiguity problem raising. Comment this and one more time. So here int I'm using. So int I'm using here, object int I'm using. Actually both signature matching, but compared to this one, highest priority gives to specific data type. Object means every data type is an object. Okay, this is specific format. So both the int signature there. So these two things sending to here. Then this one going to executing first one. So value of A is value of B is like that. Okay, na? So same signatures we are not giving for every function, guys. Again here also int comma int like we are not going to give. If I'm using in the same signature, then you can give it, check it. Bottom one executing. Why means same thing, same signature or same parameter, same method name like there. So always bottom one existing in the memory and this is executing. Top to bottom approach executing na? Top to bottom approach, sorry, bottom to top approach. So this signature is matching, this is executing. Even though the signature matching, both are same signature, bottom one executing. So we are not giving at the time of giving signature, same signatures, we are not going to give it. Okay, so this one check it. This is about the dispatch data. Okay, so now coming to here, method overloading. If one method shows more than one behavior is called method overloading, and inside the one class, same method name more than one time with different parameters creating, that is called as method overloading. For example, anyone class is a message class or employee class, whatever you want, you can use. So employee Now inside that, okay, these same things only I will use 3 times. I will call this okay. Check it guys. One employee class with 3 display methods. So in every method, generally we are using the self parameter. Na? In every method, self comma like that. Sorry, self where we are using. Here we are using self self. So not here. Yeah. Hmm. And how to import this one? Just wait. I'll put charging. Hmm. Okay. Import first this from multiple dispatch. Import dispatch decorator. So then no error in there. Okay, 3 methods: display method, display method, display method. Same method name more than one time with the different parameters I created. This is called method overloading. Now create object for this emp equal to employee of. Now emp dot display method I'm calling with one input. With one input whenever I'm calling is so one input this signature is matching. So this is we're going to executing. Okay, so if this dispatch decorator if not there, always this is only available in memory. We have to send 3 values per self current object reference passing, remaining 3 values we have to send. Okay, so and the next emp dot display of 10 comma 20. Now this is executing. So not implemented. Could not find the signature for display into 2 integers are given. Second the signature is what? Float is there guys here. So this matching signature not there. Into is there. So here 3 signatures there. Here one only there. This is the matching actually. But both expecting here into. But one is int, one is float there. Signature not matching. That's why error coming. So if we want here, you have to give like 20.50 like that. Okay, so then signature matching, executing. If signature matching, again error coming guys. Emp dot display of now here employee number 10, employee name Ramu, and age 30. So last one executing. Okay, all the methods available with a different implementation we can implement as per the requirement. Okay, now coming to here, method overriding. Overriding is method overriding. Method overriding means same method with the same parameters, one time in the parent class, one time in the child class. So here one parent class is there and one child class is there. So here one method is there, guys. For example, M1 method with one parameter is there. M1 method with one parameter. Same method name, again we are going to implementing, recreating in the child class also. This is called overriding. Actually, without recreating this parent class method, we can reuse inside the child class by using that inheritance concept. Then why we are recreating means, so sometimes we are not satisfying with the parent class related implementation logics. So that's why we are going to re-implementing as per the child requirement. As per the child requirement, we can re-implement. Sometimes as it is parent logics are required to use here, plus some extra logics required. Then without recreating parent related all the logic, just we are going to importing here using super method followed by our new implementations, we can do it here. So this is the overriding concept. All of you clear? Overriding related. Okay, one class will do here for this class person and def one read method I'm creating. So simply here print and now here person class read method person class read method like just basic message I given guys, and the next one more class so here different class I want to create. Every employee is a person guys, so inheriting like this is a single inheritance. Same method name again I'm using. So here print now here the employee class read method like that. Okay, so this parent related logics also if you want to use here, then how we are using super method dot read method. So because of this parent method related implementation logics, so we are getting here guys. Okay, the result printing here and then followed by new lines of code executing. So next I want to create one object for the child employee object. So using this object, if I'm calling read method, so EMP representing this employee class. Inside this searching for read method, yes available. Then going inside first this statement. Because of this parent class, current class related parent. So moving to this parent class and searching here about read method. So because of that this one executing. So after executing guys this one, again cursor coming to the back. So next line executing. So parent related implementation executing here and new child implementations also going to executing. Understanding this one? So this is called overriding. This is called overriding. Sometimes in this parent method hundreds of lines available. Those all hundreds of lines without recreating, just reusing like this, and plus those all 100 lines, some additional 10 lines code required as per the requirement. Then those 10 lines code newly we are going to implementing. This is the advantage of using overriding, method overriding in the child classes. So here this is the employee guys. This is the employee. Some people getting doubt here. This same line directly can write here in the parent class only. Okay. Now this line is there. This new line is also there. After that, without writing here, simply parent class method in the child class in another methods we can reuse. We can reuse by importing because of this inheritance. Then why to recreating with same structure inside the child like getting doubt. So this parent class can inherit by employee, can inherit by manager, or can inherit by student, multiple people. So other child class people, they are required only parent method implementation only, not other implementation. That's why in the parent class, we are not going to do any changes once creating. That parent class may be inheriting by different child classes. So some people directly using parent method only, some people re-implementing as per their requirement. That's why in the child class only, we are going to implementing as per the child requirement. For example, you can see in this program, again I'm explaining. Okay, person is one class, employee is one class, and one more class, class student is. Student also inheriting from the person only, inheriting from the person only. Okay, so now here super dot read method. Just I'm calling shopper dot read method only. Okay, this is we can create another method. Any other method, guys? Any other method? So here def or else okay, no problem. Def some other write method, and here something print. So student class write method like normal message again. Inside this, if you want read, you can use it. Okay. That's it. Now check it. Employee class object I created this one. This is which inheritance hierarchical from one parent into multiple childs. So employee class object I created, employee class related read method I'm executing. So here the parent person related logic and this employee class related logics together executing. Okay, this one you're getting. And the next create object for the student guys. So one print gap line I'm using. Next student related one object I'm creating, and the student dot read method I'm calling. So student representing the student class. So here the searching for read method not there. Then in its parent searching. So now in this parent read is there, executing this one. So here the student class related other implementation not there in the read method. Directly parent related only accessing. Student class don't want student person not implementing new logics in the parent method. They don't want implementing guys. Are you clear here? So only employee person they want to implement some new logic as per their requirement. But a student person they don't want re-implement. Just they want to use it directly here. And a student person can also use this right. Got it? Same write function. If you want, you can implement in the employee also. Employee write function like that. So in the read, a different implementation there. So that is the purpose of the overriding. Once creating one method in the parent class, we are not going to do disturbing in the, we are not going to do any changes in the parent class method. I mean that parent class may be inheriting from different child classes. Some people, they want only exact parent method logics. Some people want some additional logics also. Then in which child class wants to write some extra new logic, there we can override that parent method and we can implement as per the child requirement. Hope you are understanding about the overriding. And next here, we can create multiple classes with different methods, guys. And for every class object we can create, those objects we can give to one function and we can execute also. Okay, we'll do one program for that. How to send the current class objects, how to send the class objects as an input to the function calling related. Simply how to sending class objects as inputs to a function for executing. A function as inputs is to a function calling. Now see here. So I want to create one class. Okay, one dummy class I will create, I guess. One tomato, like something, whatever you want. So def on type method I'm creating, and here one print message you can write. So this is a tomato is a vegetable guys. Okay. Hmm. Next, color, one more, or price related or color related, we can write. Now tomato general colors, red colors there is. Okay, so it looks like print. It looks like red. Looks like red color. Just one I created. Next one more class. So one apple class I'll create. One apple class. So this is a separate one independent class I'm creating, guys. And next here, so def type function related, all right. And next here, apple is a vegetable or apple is a fruit. Simply we can write like a apple is a fruit. And next def colored related. So now here it looks like red and green, for example, red and green. Yep, two colors like I'm giving. Okay, so here this first class having two methods, second class also having two methods, both are independent classes, guys. So I want to create one function. Guys. I want to create one function. So def normal function. Okay, so something any name we can give it. Function data obj object I'm giving as input to this function, and next this object dot type object dot obj, and here type function we can call, and obj dot colored function I'm calling. Okay, this one. So now first create object, guys. Tomato object. Using the tomato class, tomato object I created. Next, so next here, apple class I'm using apple object I created. Okay, these both objects I need to send to this function. So function of and both objects I want to send, guys. Both objects. First, if I'm sending tomato object, then so this tomato object sending, then that is coming to here. So tomato dot type. Tomato dot type means this type executing. Tomato dot color means this one executing. Next time apple I will send. So first execute this tomato related you're getting. Tomato is a vegetable. It looks like red color. Okay, good. And one print gap. Next func and apple object I'm calling. So because of this one apple class type, apple class color methods executing. So apple is a fruit. It looks like red and green color. Understanding? Sometimes classes we can create with required method, and every class objects we can create, and we can send to function, guys, as input. This is one way we can do. And the same one, here, two classes there, guys. So for loop we can write directly. See here first, all right. For obj in list format. So here the directly objects here only we are creating. Tomato object, apple object. Okay. So list of objects there. Every object is coming to here. Normal for loop related. So now I'm going to print. Or else simply we can call, guys, inside this. So obj dot type method, and the next obj dot color method I'm calling. Okay. So first object is what? Tomato. So tomato class related type, tomato class related color executing. And next object is what? Apple. Apple related type, apple related color executing. Okay, now? So like this we are getting as okay, bottom lines all commenting. This I don't want now. Using for loop directly objects creating, sending to here, and using that calling. switch time dynamically object changing. One time tomato, one time apple. Clear, guys? Like this number of programs we can do it. So today I'll share one material for this polymorphism. So in that polymorphism, number of example there, guys. These all example. And if you want a more realistic kind of programs, one shape class we can create, guys. So for example, one last class I'll do shape or college related, one calculator related, or one animal sounds related, or one vehicle fuel efficiency car, how many mileage is coming, and a truck vehicle, how many mileage is coming. So like that, we can implement, guys, mileage related. For example, check it here, one class I'm going to create. So vehicle class, guys. One vehicle class I created as a parent class. Inside this, one mileage, method I'm creating, mileage related. So not implementing here. This is the not implementing, just method signature I created without implementation. Okay? It is like a empty method. Later this one I will implement in the child class. So every car is one vehicle. Because of this inheritance, this mileage method coming into the car class. So here, as for the car, we are going to implementing as. So here def mileage, and we can write here print. So car mileage, I call, right? Car mileage is simply here only 20 kilometers. Mm. So kilometer PL 20 kilometer for liter, like for liter 20 kilometer, like I'm displaying, guys. So next one more class you can create class truck. This is another vehicle. So again implementing, and now here, so truck mileage, simply here truck mileage is for example 10 kilometer per liter. Truck mileage, less mileage there. Okay, so like I create next objects we can create here. So vehicle equal to simply here list of car object and truck object I'm creating. List of objects there in this vehicle. In this vehicle, list of objects there is all the objects here is there. So now I want call using the for loop, guys. So our vehicle is vehicles, list of vehicle there here. Each vehicle object is getting, and using that I want to call. So here the mileage method I'm calling mileage method. You know, vehicle dot mileage. First vehicle is what car mileage. Next time truck mileage, like we are getting. Okay. So above lines are not commented. These are lines commented, and here these many lines coming. Save it. From where we are getting this output. Commented, 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 commenting. Polymorphism program only we are executing. Run polymorphism program. This is our output. This one. Last session we created this. Okay, this session is going to closing, guys, automatically due to Zoom timeout. So I'll stop this session. Okay, I'll check it this one. This is the last session I executed program. So this is a re-executing. And polymorphism, where is enabling? I don't know. This is our program, current program. vehicle, car, truck, list of vehicles there. Every vehicle getting that vehicle related mileage method calling. Why that above output coming? Anyone identifying? This one from previous program loading. Maybe patch I'm sleeping. Okay, no problem. Like this, you can do it, guys. This is about the polymorphism overriding. In this parent class, one method I created, that is implementing as per the child requirement. In car class, differently implementing. In truck class, differently implementing. Okay, sometimes in this parent class, if any one method with implementation there, that same implementation in class car also we can use, in class truck also we can use other implementation. Line 14. Line 14, what is there here? Commenting everything. Okay. So I'll stop now this session and we'll connect tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, encapsulation related we will discuss. So this is about the polymorphism. And again, inheritancy, polymorphism together we can use inside the encapsulation. Okay, three things together we are using. In encapsulation, access modifiers concept we are going to discuss in access modifiers. Private variables, private methods, public variables, public methods, protected variables, protected methods, how we are creating, where can access, where to creating. This is all you will understanding in the next session. Okay? Before this book one concept will be completed, guys. So Monday session onwards, and my pandas module later will discuss. Same time. Any of our friends one of them using those how to and how to do react analysis clearly. How to interact the file specialization file. How we are finding those files, how we are accessing data from those files, and how we are there performing data analysis, all will be discussed. Good night.